We've heard of in-game puzzles, but what about IRL puzzles, but inside the game? I'm sure you guys have heard of breakout rooms, and this is a game about a breakout room. This is called Last Day Lockdown by Wrought Studios. Wrought Studios. And with me, I have Srujan as well as Kunal on board with me today to talk about their game. And I'm really excited about this one because I have a love for IRL breakout rooms.
That's nice.
So let's talk a little bit more about the game.
Yeah, so actually we are a company based out of India, right? So we are just a two-man studio.
Just a two-man studio?
Yeah, it's just the two of us. So
Yeah.
I do the design and programming. I handle audio if it's there.
Yeah?
And
I handle everything related to art, aesthetics, everything.
Ah, I see. So whatever
I'm an
aesthetics I
artist,
see, you're
yeah.
the artist, and then
Yes,
you are the
yeah.
guy who makes everything work.
yeah, you can say it that way. Yeah.
You're just basically just kind of like breaking it down. So why did you decide to make a game about a breakout room?
So when we started, we made a small prototype, you can say, a small game for a game jam.
For a game jam, okay.
Yeah, and it was not like a thematic piece.
Yeah.
It was just a random escape room.
Yeah.
But we saw that people actually like the mechanics.
Right.
And we like the mechanics as well. So we thought that that's like a good match and we can expand it further.
Right.
So we went ahead and
I think we tried to scale it a bit. So
To make it a little bit
that's the
bigger?
demo that we have.
yeah,
Right.
we put a theme to it
Yeah.
and we started developing in that way.
Right.
Yep.
So this was for your game jam. I'm guessing it was for your university, or was it like?
No.
No, it was in
IGDC.
Oh,
Yeah.
IGDC.
IGDC.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so you did that, and then you liked it, so you continued it
Yeah,
after
yeah,
that. And how's it going? How long has it been since you started that game jam until now?
So technically it's been 1 year.
1 year already.
Yeah, but the development time for this is somewhere around 4.5 months.
4.5 months, because you guys are juggling with your
Jobs.
your
Jobs,
jobs and
yeah.
stuff like. So this is basically like a passion project,
Yeah.
rather. All right. So coming into this game here, I know it's a breakout room, but is there a story behind it, or is it just like a puzzle game?
Yeah, it has a story. We haven't implemented it in the demo yet
Yeah.
because we actually need some good people to write the dialogues.
Right.
That's not something we are proficient in, so we don't want to tackle that as
That's
of now.
understandable.
So we have a story ready with us, but we don't really want to present it till we actually are satisfied with it.
Right.
Yeah.
So coming into this game, let's have a look into the game while we talk more
Sure.
about
Yeah,
it.
sure.
So who's usually better at playing this game, you or him?
It's really.
It's almost the same
It's
because
almost the same because you
like,
see it all the
it's
time.
not-
this is
very
not like a
difficult.
it's not a skill game if you
Uh-huh.
look at it.
Right.
It's like a logic based game.
It's a logic-based game.
Yeah.
Right. So,
So-
is it like randomly generated stages,
no,
or
no.
oh, it's
Everything,
set already?
Everything
we
is-
designed from very
yeah.
scratch.
Yeah.
Actually, it's like we went on and had a conversation with a lot of people
Yeah.
around their offices. So it's not just our ideas, but we took inspiration from a lot of people.
Right. So you took inspiration for a lot of people.
Yep.
This is
Yeah.
something that I'm sure that you guys have been, not only working on for a while as well, but
Yeah.
you take mechanics from like real breakout rooms and add it into this game.
A bit, because there are some mechanics that I think we can like. I'll show you.
Yes, feel free.
In a bit.
Yeah.
So I'll explain the puzzle as we go on.
Yes,
right?
let's go.
So this is something we saw a lot of people struggle with. They would try this. And
Yeah.
they would think the door is not opening, which is not supposed to open, because if a door opens on its own, then there's not
It's
much
not a
point of
puzzle
a
game.
You're
puzzle
supposed to
game,
push
right?
it open, right?
Yeah, no, you are not supposed to do anything.
Yeah.
So what happens is, if you look out, if you explore a bit,
Yeah.
there are 2 doors.
Oh.
So both doors are interlinked. If you try to open the first door, the
That
other
one
door
will
opens.
Yeah.
However, we noticed from player patterns that people don't really open a door, they also close it.
Also close it, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
if you close the door, the other door closes.
I think this is one of the idea that we had in our prototype.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we've just kept it in the final demo because it was so funny for us to, look at people struggle at the same door,
Yeah.
clicking
Yeah.
Tick clock,
Yeah,
click clock,
the
click
only
clock.
thing that changed is we had a sliding door at the other
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
In this, we had real. We said let's make both of them workable.
Okay.
So there's that.
So now that if say I were to play this game, I would think this game is bugged, and
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
just like quit. So is there
Yeah.
a way for you to get hints for this?
Yeah, there's actually an audio cue.
Oh.
So I mean,
When you open right side, so it just
yeah,
clicks
if
on
you
here.
if you open a door from the left side, you
Right.
will hear the audio on the right side. Actually.
Oh, okay. I thought it was kind of like I don't remember this one game, but it was about a game about making choices.
Are you talking about the Stanley
Stanley
Parable?
Parable.
Yes.
Yeah, we
so
get compared that to a lot. It's nothing like our game,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think the reason is the office
the
environment.
office environment. Yeah.
Like,
so
It's
I
a
was.
very unexplored environment.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
Kunal can expand that on.
Yeah, I think when we played Stanley Parable, the narration was very good, and the concept that came to us with multiple endings, it was very nice.
Yeah.
But we thought like office setting is a very common environment for everyone office.
Yeah.
So even if you're developers or every other thing, corporate is corporate.
Corporate
So we
is
thought like maybe we can take the same setting and push it on our own audience into it.
Wow, this
Yeah.
is exciting to see.
So this is like the basic plot of the game. That's the only
the
story bit we
you
have kept.
so far.
But
That's
this is like the
understandable.
basic plot. So this is your last day,
Yeah.
and your teammates have remodeled that entire office into an escape room.
Oh.
So the moment you walk into that office, you're locked, hence last
Day
day
lockdown.
lockdown.
Yeah. Okay, that's smart. That's smart. You
Yeah.
must have been a very, very important employee.
Yeah.
If your colleagues are doing that, so you have
Yeah.
2 different doors here, and I'm
Yeah.
guessing it's one same
So
room.
now this is what we call the cubicle area.
Okay.
Yeah. So what we do here is like you were asking about real puzzles, right?
Yeah.
In real escape room. So this is a mechanic that I don't think will actually work in a real escape room, but it
Yeah.
works really well in a virtual escape room.
Okay.
So what we have here is I'll start from the beginning.
Yeah.
We have a lot of clues laid out here. So
Right.
here it says I often rearrange my thoughts while observing the abstract paintings.
Right.
So if you look at the clue, I think the one thing that you have to do while you're looking at clues in an escape room is figure out the patterns.
Right.
So if you look at the first thing, all the capital things, rearrange the paintings.
Yeah.
So it actually tells you what to
To
do.
rearrange.
Exactly.
So I didn't catch rearrange the paintings, but I thought myself the capital R was like rearrange. Like, okay, I have to rearrange.
Yeah.
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 So that was pretty quick for me.
Yeah. And I think
There
Kunal
is
can
one more
take
clue.
this one.
Yeah. So it's actually, if you read it fully, it will
Yeah.
take some time. But if you just read the first word, see the colors of each painting.
Oh my god! I did not catch that.
Yeah.
So it's a very clever design. We'll take you to the paintings, but since I used a very minimalistic thing to draw the paintings,
Right?
and I chose a very monotonous color palette,
Yeah.
which would go exactly same to the office setting. So even if it's laid out just in front of you, just in front of the nose,
Yeah.
it's not
Obvious
very
enough.
obvious
It's not
enough.
obvious.
Yeah, it's like
right.
hiding in the plain sight. So that,
Yes. So,
So-
my mom used to say this thing in Bahasa Malaysia. She says, "Kalau ada ular dah patuk." If there were a snake in front of you,
Okay.
it would have already been bitten by the snake. So she loves saying that, and I just heard her voice in my head. It's like so obvious. So coming back into this game, I mean, like I think that's one of the biggest problems. I don't know if you saw this argument about Resident Evil recently about like how devs wanted to get rid of the yellow splash of paint on their items to kind of like
Okay.
stop the
Yeah.
hand holding. So like for this one, I don't really see a lot of hand holding coming forward, or I'm not sure if you're going
yeah,
to
we did
implement
not
it.
want that.
Yeah, so like what if I come into the game, I have no clue what to do, and I just rage quit out? Is there a way for me to get a hint?
We
I
have
think as of now, since it's an escape room, so just
Yeah.
like physical escape rooms, you're just there.
Right,
So
right.
it takes kind of exploration
Yeah,
to actually find out why you're here.
Yeah.
You may have some previous context to it,
Yeah.
just like we had a that clue in a painting,
Yeah.
sorry, in
Yeah.
the printer. So it's similar to like that. But I
Yeah.
think to get more audience, we can help them out by giving some more clues.
right.
Yeah, so that's something we have heard as well while
Yeah.
we were letting people play the game.
Yeah.
Is that people have had mixed reaction to that. Some people think that we should stick with this.
Yeah.
We should not provide any
Like
hints.
some of the people that have experienced escape rooms, they love it. That they have to actually find it out.
It's like a gatekeeping
way,
thing.
Yeah, so we have to find like a good balance with that.
Yeah.
Plus we
Yeah.
have we have actually toned down the difficulty a bit with each and every step. So for example, this is just to reinforce the fact that you have to look at the painting.
Right.
This
so
is
that's
this
the
is just
one.
like a pointless clue, to be honest, but
Yeah,
it's
but-
just there so that if people miss it, if
It's
they are not
there.
able to figure out the patterns in the previous clues,
Yeah.
this will at least guide them because this is a straightforward clue.
Right, I love it.
I think one more thing that we did while we designing this is you don't actually need all the clues to solve a puzzle.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not like a very superimposed method to do that.
Yeah.
You can actually use lesser clues to find out what is there.
Yeah.
For this one,
so
it's
thi-
like a very simple one. Look at the dunes at the sun. Look at what's given. Look for patterns and digits. Put it all together and see what you get.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's just describing the aesthetic of the paintings. So the paintings are, it's a desert environment.
Yeah.
So there are dunes and they all have, different color palettes.
Right.
So that's how, we built up this clue into it.
Right,
Yeah.
because
It's
you
very,
need to rearrange.
If you
the
look at it,
paintings.
it can be, viewed visually at once.
Yeah.
But some people, it can be, displayed like this way.
All right,
Yeah.
so let's see how it looks
So
like.
this is what we call like an integration clue.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So this lays out what you need. So look at the dunes in the sun is basically again look at the paintings.
Look at
Yeah.
Look at what's given is look at all the clues. Look
Yeah.
at patterns and digits. So I showed you the patterns. Digits would be coming up. That's like a hint.
All right.
Look and put it all together and what you get. So
Right.
this is right there.
So it was also an emphasis that there could be potentially more clues to it.
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
3, 4,
Mhm.
2.
Yeah. So you fell for the red herring.
Exactly.
Yeah. So again, this is something we noticed from player patterns.
Yeah.
People don't really read.
Yeah.
This
And
can.
even if you tell them to read, people don't read. People scan through it.
That's me.
So, if you look at it,
yeah.
you thought when I don't have a mouse cursor, but on the third line you see manager
Yeah.
had one tough client. That's one.
Yeah.
If you actually read through it, you see I is represented differently.
Right.
I still remember that day, but
Right.
look at the font of the I and look at the font of one. It's completely different.
Yes.
But people still read it as I.
Oh my
Because they don't actually read.
read.
So
Dude, I feel so called out in this game.
So
I
what most
feel
people would
so
do is
called out.
we actually have conveniently placed door lock here.
Yeah.
So they would come here. They would think it's 5, 4, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's me.
yeah.
They will put
And
it
then
and
it would not
it does
work.
not work.
It's 5, 1, 4, 2, 3.
No,
It's
that's another thing. 5, 1, 4, 2. It's only a 4-digit thing. So what you have to do is you have to
Yeah.
look at the paintings.
right.
If you go to the paintings, you can interact with them. And I told you you have to rearrange the paintings, right?
Yes.
5.
Wait, how do you know that's 5?
Oh, yeah.
You count the colors. 1, 2, 3,
Oh.
4,
That's all
5.
we look
One,
at the
two,
dunes.
1, 2.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
About the color palette. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there you have it.
Right.
That's your puzzle solved.
Okay. So that
So
door
this door
opens.
opens up.
There's more art.
Yeah. This
Yes.
is what we call the manager room.
Yeah.
We have small little Easter eggs every here and there. And this is another thing. So
Yeah.
I think this is one of the most interesting things that we find as a developers,
Yeah.
build. Like,
Okay.
please explain.
for bright ideas, dial 5921.
Okay, call it
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
on the phone.
We say dial 5921.
Yeah.
We never tell you where to dial it.
I mean, I wanted to do them both.
Yeah, so what happens is if
Yeah.
you dial it,
1921. Yeah.
all it does is, I cannot hear the audio, but all it does is it will just play a whole tune on a loop. So people just sit there waiting for something to happen, but nothing happens.
And in past 3 days, like we've seen so many people just stuck, someone enjoying the music, then it's
Yeah,
saying,
that-
it's getting a little bit repetitive, what to do.
Yeah, like after a few, like 30 or 40 seconds, they are like, is it looping? Yes.
Yeah, of course.
So then you exit from it, you realize this is
And
not
then
the
you exit from it, and they're really trying it again and again. Oh man, now it can't work. Is it a bug in the game? I cannot interact with the phone anymore.
Okay.
So you come here,
5192.
Yeah,
5,
exactly.
9,
1 2 2 1. Yeah.
and
it
this
op-
opens. So another thing we noticed while playing the game, we did not notice it, but a lot of people, there are like two kinds of people.
Yeah.
One of them, they play it like it is. Some people don't really think that much. Other people overthink a lot.
Okay.
So when we tell them abstract, they will start counting the colors in this painting as well. Then I saw someone doing really complicated maths just to get this four-letter digit here, four-number digit here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, those were like it had 18973. I had no idea how he got that from. I was like, okay. So now we
I think
enter.
probably this is both of our favorite section.
Yeah. And this was newly built.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is what we call the detective room.
Okay.
So the if you go, the audio is not there, but like in the game, what happens is the you can see the shader changes. The colors are black and white.
They're
It's
very
the
raw.
background song that is playing is now changed to a noir
Noir
themed
theme,
detective
yeah.
song.
It's called a jazz.
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
entire game has a jazz audio.
Right.
So that is because you have like a jazz playing.
Right.
When you enter here, it's a different kind of jazz. But jazz, what it does is, what I have found, and a lot of players also agreed with, is when you get frustrated at a puzzle, because jazz is playing in the background, it calms you down.
Yes.
So your rage quitting levels, they just suddenly go down.
Oh my God! You have thought of everything.
Yeah. So what this does is,
like this one, we have a thief in the office.
Yeah.
yeah,
So what could people steal in office?
yeah.
Of course,
12 to
it's
13
lunch.
lunch. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So
these are the
the-
stolen items:
yeah.
egg cheese
Right.
toast
Egg cheese toast,
A
cappuccino.
cappuccino.
and ramen noodles.
Okay.
So
those
like
are-
it's based on a concept that if someone has stolen a lunch, it's a very big thing.
yes.
So you as a character have went back into the time, like it's just an estimation, like how you can imagine things.
Yeah.
It's all black and white now. You're feeling that you're the Sherlock Holmes. You
Yeah.
need to find out. So like
Yeah.
it makes you feel like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Who's stealing my lunch, guys?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So it's like 30 minutes. It's 12 to 1. So these are like, so estimated time is like 30 minutes. All this thievery was done in 30 minutes.
Wow.
And it was done between 12 to 1 p.m. So
Lunchtime.
that's what we have.
Yeah.
Now based on that, we have some suspects.
Yeah.
So there's Joey.
Yeah.
And if you rotate around, you actually have their employee number as well.
Oh,
which will-
okay.
you might need them.
Okay.
There's Grant.
There's something yellow on Grant's
Yeah,
collar.
that will come in later. That's
I'm
Sydney.
I'm overthinking already.
No, you are thinking on the correct path.
Okay, that's great.
There's Chris.
Yeah.
There's Maylene.
Yeah.
And then there's Connor.
Right.
Okay. Now what happens there is,
Yeah.
you have these gate timings.
Right.
So if you see that there's employee ID,
Yeah.
there's when they entered the office and when they left,
Right.
right?
So we can know what time
Yeah.
they're in the office when it happens.
So this is a mail that was sent to the manager,
yeah.
and this is for Joey. So Joey is saying that he has to leave for a scheduled meeting at 12 p.m.
Yeah.
Now, if we can check whether he left at 12 p.m. or not.
Yeah.
So he left at 12:20 p.m.
He's
So
late.
he's a bit late, but if you look here, it's
It's
12 to
between.
1.
Yeah.
So yes, he could be, but the time is 30 minutes. So that
Yes.
rules him out. He cannot do anything in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's someone else.
Right.
So Joey is clear. Similarly, if you go here,
Yeah.
it's Maylene.
Yeah.
So she says that she will leave at 11:30 due to a doctor's
Yeah.
appointment. And just next to it
You
is
can
her
actually
prescription.
find prescription.
Yeah. Okay.
So
okay.
she's pretty clear, but if you want to be even more clear,
Sure.
check her checkout time.
check. And she leaves at 11:30 a.m.
Okay, she's
So
out.
she's
Very
absolutely
particular
clear.
about
Yeah. So can I use the pen to like write it off?
No, not as of now.
Man. Well, now you hopefully does.
So
What is that?
Now this is a trash can. So these are all evidences. This
It's
is
the
what we call the
ramen.
evidence table.
Yeah.
You see there's a noodle packet and then there's a red pen.
Is that a pen?
No, like a pen cap.
cap.
Oh, pen cap. Yeah.
Yeah. So what happens is that we know that somebody that ate the noodles also has a red pen.
Right.
So it is in their trash can.
Right.
That is a clue number 1. A clue number 2 is
There's a
this cup.
cappuccino.
Cappuccino. Yeah.
And there's lipstick.
yeah.
It's a
If you
woman.
rotate, you'll see that
Yeah.
it's already been.
So
drinking.
Maylene is extremely clear. She
Yeah.
doesn't even have a lipstick.
Yeah.
Sydney, on the other hand,
Is wearing red lipstick.
red lipstick, which is similar to the one on the cappuccino.
Yep.
Connor, on the other hand, has a desk with some pens behind him,
And as the red cap
Red
is
cap that
missing.
is
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Grant has a suspicious yellow mark.
That is the ramen noodle.
No. So noodles was for Connor because he has a red pen, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that is the
the egg.
X stain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the-
So what happens here is you go here, put Connor in the ramen section,
Yep.
you put him in the toast, and you put
Sydney for the
where does
coffee.
Sydney go? Yeah.
Yeah.
To the coffee section,
Yep.
and it is salt.
Right.
that is-
So this was actually the last puzzle we had for the demo,
Yeah.
and this opens this door,
Right.
and if you go in here, that's the credits.
That's it.
That's the credits, and you have
Yeah.
basically walked me through. And I really like the idea that you have spent 3 days watching people play this game in so many different ways.
Yeah.
And it's very fun to hear the
I mean,
different reactions.
A lot of people. It was a time like people were taking much more, time than other people.
Yeah.
Like it was around 10 to 30 minutes.
Right.
So within that time span, you can actually see that he's sweating. Someone's nervous. Someone is asking for clues.
Yeah.
Someone actually,
Yeah,
when
we-
we try, like, would you need some help? So no.
So we have had mouse. We had a mouse, and you see, like for example, there's some sweat. We had a mouse that was covered with bottom of sweat because some people were so nervous. We were not sure why. Like it, but some people get and a lot of people are extremely competitive.
Right.
They want no help.
I've seen someone, try Valorant methods on this game.
Valorant methods.
Like,
They would try AD strafing here, like that was going to help. I'm not sure why. But
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I think a lot of things that we learned as designers was that a lot of people don't really play like you
Yeah.
want them to, but
Yeah.
they somehow still get it. So, like when you're like, I don't know about other people, but when I'm designing a particular puzzle,
Yeah.
I have like 5 or 6 routes that I think people can take.
Right.
yeah.
But some people would do something completely like you cannot even think that anything like that could be done.
Yeah.
And they somehow still solve it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they will solve one thing and walk backwards and solve the other stuff.
Okay.
I'm like, wow.
Like, after figuring out the puzzle, painting puzzle, they
Yeah.
would go back, then read the context of the office.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like me because I kind of like want to rush through things.
Yeah.
Attention span's not that great, but like I like the idea of it because I don't know if you saw the developer of Tears of the Kingdom. They were talking about like how you can build things,
Yeah.
but then someone manages to build something that is completely random and still
Yeah.
manage to pass
Yeah.
through. So
Yeah,
it's
I
always,
saw that.
Yeah, it's always very fun when you see different ways of the people who play your game to just
Yeah.
kind of like break your game. So
Yeah.
it's very very interesting about that as well, which is why I was so very amused as well listening to your stories because
Exactly.
number one, at first I felt called out. Number two, I felt okay, validated because you said like okay, it sounds like you are on the right track, and then
Yeah.
suddenly number three, it was like how the heck does that happen? So it's almost like a behavioral behavioral
Yeah. So
watch.
that's one of the things when people ask us how long does this game take,
Yeah.
We don't know.
we
You
don't
have
know.
no clue.
I think it's because of the iterations that we took while developing. We
Yeah.
were able to find out what is exactly making the people fall for it.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So
So, after this, I'm so sorry for cutting you, but I'm just
No, that's
curious.
fine.
How many levels are you planning on having when the game comes out fully?
So yeah, that is something that what we have ready right now with
Yeah.
in our design is these were like, if you count the first one is a level, that's
Yeah.
first level, then second, these were 3 levels.
3 rooms.
3 levels, yeah.
Yeah, we have technically 3 more levels,
Right.
but like a 4th level would be similar. It would have only like one puzzle mechanic.
Yeah.
The 5th one is actually has multiple sub levels,
Wow.
Yeah.
so that's different thing. 6th one also a single level.
Yeah.
Tie it all together.
Yeah.
And after that, we are actually having a discussion on how to conclude this. Do we
Right.
want it like a chapter-based approach, or do we want to actually expand it further
Yeah.
Yeah.
and develop the story completely in one single game?
Right.
So that is something that we haven't come to a conclusion as of now.
Yeah.
We want to see how people react to it, because there's no point in making chapters of a thing that people don't really want to play.
That's true.
But also we have to see from a story point of view how we actually manage it.
Right.
Yeah, so for that we actually need people that can write well
Right.
and that can help us out.
to be integrated into your
Yeah,
story.
I
because
think one of the reasons we should keep developing is to make more tricks, and
yeah, we
people
have,
would follow it, and we would have a good laugh and go home.
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
It's just we have to implement them.
I
It
am
takes time.
so excited to see more of this. I don't want to play it because I don't know why I feel frustrated and mad and stupid when I play
I
this
think
game.
that's why we've put the music, so once you
Yeah.
put in the
Yeah.
headphones, you'll
Yeah, you-
instantly feel good.
Yeah.
It has
Like-
some rain ambience as well, so
Yeah.
it's kind of lo-fi if you want to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
we
like
have
that.
specifically made that ambience. When you walk into an office,
Yeah.
it's a morning time.
Yeah.
It's not very bright out there.
Yeah.
A little bit of rain.
Yeah.
You're hearing that. It's a very perfect atmosphere to be in that office.
Yeah.
And then also you're trying to escape.
Yeah, it's a just
That's kind of
contrasting.
confusing. I
Yeah.
mean, like, there was one time I was streaming a puzzle game, and it was supposed to be relaxing. The music was cute, it was nice, but I was so angry at the game, and I was like confused. I was like, guys, I don't get it. I am pissed as heck, but
Yeah.
so relaxed at the same time.
Yeah, that
I do
happens.
not understand.
Yeah, and it might be a bit weird to say, but from a development, like as a developer, that is really funny to see.
Yeah, it is very funny.
When people rage,
Yeah.
but but it's not because of that, it's because of themselves. Like, that's good. At least it doesn't have any bugs.
I love that. So I think we're running out of time.
Yeah.
So thank you
Yep.
so much for walking me through your demo. I loved hearing about it. I loved seeing you play and explain it. That was such a fun breakdown to come through. So for this game, do you have like a release date that you're planning on shooting for?
Hopefully sometime next year.
Sometime
But,
next
we
year?
can't really do any guarantees.
That is fine because you are a two-man
Yeah.
army working on this on your own. Is there a way for people who are enthusiastic about this game to connect with you guys directly, either it be on social media or maybe a Discord?
Yeah, we have a Discord, but it's still in the building phase. We
Yeah.
have Instagram,
Yeah.
and this Stream Store page is out. So
Yeah.
if they want, they can wishlist it.
Yeah.
Just have to search the name, you will
There
find
we
it.
go. The
Yeah.
last day lockdown, you can
Yeah.
find that. Please wish list it. I'm sure you can use the
And-
community forums as well to connect
Yeah,
with you guys.
we are on Twitter as well.
And Twitch as well. Just look for the
Yeah.
name of the game.
Yeah, you can do Wrought Studio, you'll find us on
Wrought
Twitter.
Studio. There we go. Congratulations, guys, on this. This is absolutely amazing because I didn't know what to expect when I first saw this game, and now I am completely.
I think
I love it.
that's one of the tricks that when you see the poster of this game, you're actually not sure what genre it should be or what exactly to expect from it.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Do you have anything you want to say to those who are mad at you about this game?
I mean,
Thank you for the
thank you for the
pleasure.
playthrough.
All right, thank you guys. And there it is, guys. Our Srujan, I got it right this
Yeah,
time.
you got it
Srujan
right.
and Kunal. Thank you
Kunal.
so much from Wrought Studios. I want to see more from you soon. Looking forward to this. And for now, we're going to be taking a quick break because after this, we still have one more. We have one more game as well as a giveaway. As well as a giveaway coming very soon. Do not go anywhere. We're still live here from Suntech Convention Center, Singapore at Gamescom Asia. And this is the Indie Wavemakers.